These are the people in the neighborhood. The neighborhood. The YouTube tabletop role-playing game neighborhood. They're the people that we meet when we do something neat, like looking at other people in the tabletop role-playing game community on YouTube. Yeah. It's Saturday morning. I'm running an hour behind because I'm a little hungover. Yay! It's 9 o'clock. It's the 17th day of August 2024. It's 70 degrees and cloudy. I'm drinking coffee, and it's Saturday. And on Saturday, we bring it down. No yelling, no insults. We do something nice. We wander our little fingers and toes across the keyboard and try and find people in the tabletop role-playing game community we've maybe never had a chance to shout out before. We bring them a little attention. We talk to them for a little bit, and we hope in return that maybe they come and visit us, and we can grow the tabletop role-playing game YouTube community in positive ways instead of just making videos about, how stupid each other we are. This is known as a channel raid. I've been doing this every Saturday for a while. Hopefully it helps. I don't know. It's a fun experiment. This is not an original idea. This is an idea I borrowed from virtual tubers or VTubers on Twitch. The very first time I became aware of it was watching one of my favorite VTubers do what's known as a channel raid. And I really liked that idea. I really thought it was a positive way to grow the community. And so I borrowed it. So what we do is we look at a couple different channels every weekend, and then we shout out a VTuber, because that's who I stole the idea from, so that's where I should go from. We're working with the built-in record a game feature because my StreamYard hours are still all used up, and I'm sorry, I'm not paying money to use StreamYard. First up today is Brotherwise Games, and Lydia from Brotherwise Games, but Brotherwise Games in general. Brotherwise Games are the people who are making the Cosmery. It is now called Cosmery. The Cosmery role-playing game, which was originally known as the Stormlight role-playing game, based upon the Stormlight archive creations of Brandon Sanderson. And then at Gen Con they changed the name because they decided they were going to do all of his universes, not just the Stormlight archive Mistborn universe, but his other books as well. Stormlight archive Mistborn is probably what he's most well known for, Mr. Sanderson. But he does have some other books, including a very weird superhero series, which I've read the first book of. So they are the people making the game. These are each member of the design team has been doing little videos about the creation of the game. Apparently a certain individual who we dislike immensely made a video about these people, especially poor Lydia here, that was not very complimentary, very insulting. So just for that alone, let's give these guys a shout out. Not that they really need a shout out from me, because the Kickstarter is currently at 8 million. It just went up. Hold on. It's oh wow. Okay, $8,100,163. So it's getting close to the record. The record currently is 10 million for tabletop role playing game on YouTube. On Kickstarter. Sanderson's record is 42 million? Question mark. For that mysteries book series he did, was it last year? So 8 million, that's way more money than I'll ever see in my life. So congratulations there. We'll see what happens with Stormlight Archive. Anyways, this is the Stormlight Archive page we're looking at right here. Specifically, Brotherwise Games, specifically Lydia, because she got made fun of, and I don't like that. So, yeah. Anyways, let's give them a like, share, and subscribe, and maybe they'll send some of their 5.14 subscribers our way. That would be nice, right? Next up, we have the Ugly Goblin. The Ugly Goblin, the guy who's done a lot of tabletop role-playing game D&D stuff. He's just hit 11K subscribers, and he's only got 60 videos. How is a guy who's only made 60 videos getting way more subscribers than I am? There's definitely something going on with this guy that we need to take a look at. He's got a lot of videos where he, uses some, definitely a lot of graphics from other things. He's got openings from, so he edits in videos from other things, and he combines them all together to make his entrance. And apparently that's a trick that's working with the algorithm to get people to come to your channel, because he's not the first person I used it. But I don't know if you can. I don't know if this guy's gotten copyright strikes, but he's doing the thing where he takes bits and pieces from other videos and links them together. Here's one with stuff from Delicious and Dungeon. I don't know, how does he not get a copyright strike? I guess, I don't know. I'll have to look into that, because definitely he's doing something right. Anyways, this is the Ugly Goblin. Congratulations on hitting 11K subscribers with only 60 videos, sir. Love your little goblin character. Right there alone is reasons to. I gotta learn something from this guy, Definitely would be a explanation of what am I doing wrong to make our video better. So hopefully he will maybe come visit us and maybe impart some knowledge with him. I'd love to know, what the trick is that I haven't learned yet, because I definitely want to get mine up to 2K. This guy said 11K. So hey, let's give him a like, share, subscribe. Thanks for sharing all this information with us. Your videos really look like you know what you're doing. So I appreciate that. I'm also a little jealous. And then we have Oakham Smarts Games. They've got 257 subscribers. They've made 60 videos. This is Mr. Oakham, who has done a lot of game designing in the past. Makes these little tokens. You might know him for the tokens he makes, and his art. And these little things, I've known about him for a while. I'm a fan of his art. He does a lot of stuff for kids and kid-centric game design. He's been on for a while, so I'm surprised I haven't shot him out before. But I guess he reached out the other day, made a comment on my video, and I was like, oh, hey, Mr. Oakham, I know this guy. I think I even own some of his product. So there we go. Oakham Art Stamps. Again, very creative. His art is stuff. His little characters are fun. His game creation is fun. He's always got some new game coming out, it feels like. He has a lot of this 3D stuff. It's really cool. Very creative. And then there's a cat. And that's the reason right there is enough for the cat. And his little shrinky dinks, man. These little shrinky dink characters that he makes are just... they're just brilliant, and so much fun. That alone is a reason to just watch him, his little creations and his creativity. I think I found out about him through Superhero Role-Playing Game, if I remember correctly. Anyways, let's give him a like, share, and subscribe, and, maybe we can learn something from him. And finally, because we did borrow this idea from virtual YouTubers on the Twitch type thing, we give a shout out every week, and this week is to Navarez, or Ray Navarez Jr. He's got 578K subs. He's got 2.4K videos. He is a live tuber, as opposed to a VTuber, which is where he shows his actual self. But he also has a VTuber character that he plays, and he's been doing some VTubing with our friends over at VSojo. So that's how I found out about him. Heard him the other day playing with Zen and Froggy and Ariel and some of the other characters we've already shouted out. Let's face it, You gotta be and he was able to keep up with the jokes and the goofiness and, all the girls and the flirting and just the general silliness that goes on with a playthrough, especially with Zen, and her trolling. And also he likes Warhammer. And I think that's how he got hooked up with the VSojo, is he did Warhammer stuff, and Bricky does Warhammer stuff, and they do Bricky does Warhammer stuff with Matara, and then, that just all sort of made the strange little weird collection of now that he's getting to hang out with Matara-Khan and Bricky, who hang out, Matara is with VSojo, Bricky hangs out with VSojo a lot, so now he's doing videos with my friends from VSojo, all my favorites, Hakura, Mayoshi, Zen. So yeah, congratulations, Mr. Neverez. And just it shows that it's not just girls. It's not just girls, idiot guys can do it too. So if this, if this guy can do it and these young ladies can do it, maybe one of you can do it. Maybe I could do it. I don't know. Let's give him a like, share, and subscribe. And, just be happy that we know these people exist and they're out there making the tabletop role-playing game community better. Thank you, Lydia of Brotherwise Games, for making the tabletop role-playing game community better, and shame on you, certain individual, for, making videos of how awful she is. Thank you, Ugly Goblin, for, 60 videos and 11 to Clay subs. Definitely something I've got to learn going on here. And Mr. Oakham for just constantly making creative stuff. His little shrinky-dink cutout characters are just brilliant. And Ray, thank you all for making the tabletop role-playing game YouTube geek community that much a little better. I'm apologizing that we're having to use the method that I'm using now. Hopefully the SteamYard hours will roll over soon and we can get back to doing it the normal way. If you appreciate this every Saturday, let me know. If you never want to hear me do this ever again, let me know. Please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe. And please take a moment to check out all the people we shouted out. Links down below in the description. Till next time, I'm the OGGM. Normally this is the part where I'd put music, but of course there is none because I can't do that with using this. All I can do is sing. So I hope you appreciate it. These are the people in the neighborhood. The neighborhood. The YouTube tabletop role-playing game neighborhood.